Hello and welcome. This is Craig from Calgary Hyundai. I would like to introduce you to our 2014 Hyundai Accent L in black. It's been CarProof Verified and has undergone our 152-point inspection and reconditioned as needed. It has 26,071 kilometers. It's a one-owner vehicle and has had no accidents. Some of its highlights include power door locks, 6 airbags, ABS, stability control, traction control, and more. Let's take a closer look. The Accent L is the starter model in the Accent line. No difference in terms of the engine or the transmission. What it is comes down to features. But when you look at it, you can see that you don't lose anything. For example, look at the nice chrome that you see here with the Hyundai emblem. The grille down here is excellent condition. In fact, I wanted to point out that with a few minor scuffs and some stone chips, car looks in fantastic shape. Over here you can see that we've got some nice tires with lots of tread. You've got 14-inch wheels, steel wheels with foil discs. You also get mud flaps on all corners. This model happens to be a hatchback that you can see right there, which a lot of people appreciate because you can carry cargo that you really can't carry when you have the trunk. Here, I'm going to show you some more. Being that this is the L model, the mirrors are manual, and that's both sides. Also, what you have is you've got manual windows. A lot of people actually really like having these particular features because of the fact that they're not going to break, or at least have a hard time doing so. One thing you do get is power door locks, and that's controlled here. I don't know if you can hear that. And you can do it from the key. So yes, we're unlocking all the doors. There we go. Inside you've got a nice cloth interior, two-tone. You've got 6 airbags, as I mentioned before. The interior cloth is in excellent condition. Whoever had this car before took very good care of it. It's a non-smoking vehicle. Over here, you've got a nice wide opening so people can get in and out with ease. I have a 10.5-foot winter boot there, and you can see that doesn't matter how big you are, you should have no problem. Nice tall opening here to get in and out for the driver, and that's very important. One thing you wanted to show you is on the top here. This is to mount your roof rack. So if you're going skiing, you can mount your roof rack up here with ease. It's built in. Going back here inside the car, the seat itself, even though this is the starter model, the base model, you have a height adjustable seat, and you just usually don't get that in the starter models. Forgot to show you here the storage that you've got. Lots of storage, plus you have a speaker. It's got a 4-speaker stereo, not 2 like some vehicles have. And let's go check out the back seat. I like that they've actually Hyundai's painted this instead of leaving it a matte black, which they could have easily done. Look at the large door that you get with the Accent. So you've got this nice high entryway so that you don't hit your head, and you can also see that the seat itself is at the same or further ahead than the door, which means it's easy to get in and out. The seats themselves are in excellent condition. Take a look here. You've got 3 headrests. Down here you've got your lower anchors for a child seat, which is very important, and they are indicated right there. Point out as well that you have a nice large opening to put your feet in, as you can see. No problem whatsoever. And on the backs, this is plastic, and then there's some storage there on the back of the front passenger seat for maps and whatever else you want. And then there's your other speakers. So for the 4-speaker stereo. The great thing about having power door locks is that you don't have to come back here and lock the hatch. You can do that from the door front. And this goes up. I've left the seats up just to show you how much space you have. It's quite phenomenal, in fact, how much room that the Accent has for you. And under here you've got your spare tire. It's never been used. Some additional storage as well. That is an acoustic mat to reduce noise to the passenger compartment. Very important because you have a direct entry into the passenger compartment from the spare tire. And they also have, and it's kind of hard to see, an acoustic mat below it as well. Condition wise, excellent. No damage at all. There's a spot here to hang a grocery bag if you so desire. Very nicely done. Yeah, overall condition is basically like brand new. All of this looks very good. No problems whatsoever. Up above, you have a couple of handles here. So there's two ways you can lower the seats. Or one of the ways that a lot of people find nice with this car is that you can do it from back here. You don't have to do it from the front. You can just push it down, and there you go. Or let's just push that down there there we go. Or you can do it from the back seat. And that's the handle right here. There we go. And you just take that out of the way. Nicely finished. Well done. And one thing I didn't point out before, but I will now, is here is where you'd actually have your tether for the child seat. It's located in these three positions. I've closed the hatch to show you a few things. First off, that you've got a wiper here. That's included. They don't leave that out even though this is the base model. The high mounted stop lamp here is LED, plus the spoiler here, which helps to take the wind away from the back window to hopefully keep it cleaner. Design back here is quite nice. I don't think it'll age anytime soon, so somebody down the road should look at their car and be very proud of it. Let's go to the front. I wanted to show you something. I'm just going to move this seat all the way back. Tons of room. You can see that seat's very far back. Let's see how much room we've got here. There's no leg room, of course. But what I wanted to show you is that if you had to, you can move this seat a lot for comfort. Or if you're carrying something up front here. So let's try it out, see how much this moves. Almost a full 20 centimeters or more. And then if you take a look back here now, tons of room now. Going back here, again, the condition is very good. It's a bit dusty there. No damage overall. You've got your side airbags, curtain airbags, plus you've got front airbags which are included. Anti-lock brakes, traction control, stability control, front active head restraints are included. You can see that that goes forward on a pivot, and that's designed that if somebody hits you from behind, your body mass would go back into this seat right here. It would trigger a lever, which then would push the headrest forward, hopefully reducing whiplash. I believe statistics show, I think it's from the IHS, that reduces whiplash by about 40%, which is impressive to say the least. And that's included with the Accent L. Over here, we've got a glove box. Nice size. All your books are included. Let's close it up. And let's go over to the driver's side. Back at the driver's side, let's take a look. Going inside, we've got some cup holders here. Some additional storage. It's actually quite deep. There's an armrest here for the driver that you can see. And you will also notice that this is a manual. And having driven this car, I don't usually drive manuals, but it's an easy manual to drive. You can lift this to go into reverse, for example, so you don't mess it up. So for anybody who likes a manual, this is an excellent car to drive. Somebody who doesn't drive a manual would like to learn, this would be a perfect starter car. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you the instrument panel and the center console. Let's start it up. There we go. So as you can see, we've got 26,071 kilometers. The trip computer information is just above that, and I'll show you that in a minute. The gauges are very clear and easy to read. The blue is excellent at night, with the white for the numbers. There's really not too much that people complain about for Hyundai in terms of the interiors. They're easy to read, they are easy to learn, and I'll show you that with the radio controls and the climate control as well. The trip computer button is right there to change, and I'll show you how that works. So right now we've got trip A, trip B, you've got your range, how many kilometers until you run out of fuel, you've got your average fuel economy. I've reset it, and the reason I've done that is because driving around the parking lot here, it shows like 60-70 liters per 100 kilometers, but that's just because we've been traveling like 6-7 kilometers per hour. There's your instant fuel economy, and then there's your average kilometers per hour. And then what we have here is an elapsed time. So what we also have here on this side is you've got your radio. Now what's so wonderful about the radio? Well, the nice thing about it is that this is the same radio that you'd get in the upper models. For example, you still get the USB plug-in for your MP3 player or your smartphone. Again, the auxiliary plug-in is included there as well. CD. Some cars don't have CDs anymore. The controls here are easy to understand, to read as well. Changing your bass and wherever else. Treble. Very simple. And again, the blue is wonderful at night. The nice thing about the radio is that it still sounds great, even though it's the base model. They've done a great job to not make this sound like we're in the starter accent. Here's your rear defroster. Down below you've got your climate control. So yes, you've got very easy to read controls. There's no air conditioning in this car. I'll point that out, that's very important to know. And for some people, they don't care because they never use it. So this would be the perfect car for you. Down below, you've got a 12-volt plug-in. And then also, you've got additional storage that you can see right there. The white that you see, that's from our cleaning, that's dried a little bit. I apologize, but that's all it is. But I think you'll still be able to see that we've got a sunshade band here, this little blue band to help reduce the glare in your eyes. Goes straight across. The feature you see here is to help reduce the sun that gets in your eyes, especially when you have the need to look into your rearview mirror so you're not blinded. Over here we've got map lights. That comes with this model, which is nice because, again, a lot of the vehicles we compete against, their starter models don't have that. We've got mirrors over here and on this side as well. So that's all included. Very well equipped for our base model, but missing a few features that some people won't miss at all. Wanted to show you a couple more things before we go under the hood to look at the engine bay. This button here, for example, is the traction stability button. You can turn off the traction control and stability control by pushing that. Why would you do that? Well, let's say you're stuck in a snowdrift and you want to get pushed out. Well, guess what? You touch the accelerator and the wheels start to spin. The traction control will slow down those wheels. And they does it by using the brakes and reducing the throttle. Well, you don't want that to occur because it would be constantly doing that. And therefore, you may burn something out. Well, so what you do is you press this button, turn it off, get pushed out, push it, turn it back on, and you're good to go. If you turn off the car, traction control, stability control will turn back on automatically. So this is really to save you wear and tear on the system just in case you happen to find yourself caught up where you have to get rocked out. This here, of course, is your instrument panel brightness. Further down, we're just going to open up the hood. I've opened the hood already to show you a few things. First off, we've got an acoustic mat here to reduce noise to the passenger compartment. That's included even with the Accent L. Also, you can see that the engine bay is very well laid out, and Hyundais are famous for that. It's designed so that owners can have no issue with finding what they need to find. Mechanics love it because it makes their job easier as well, and I'll show you what I mean. Here you go, washer fluid is right up front. You see how much room you've got here, which of course means you're not going to get all dirty. And the cap itself isn't going to fly back on you like some do. Over here you can check your oil with ease. You can fill up the oil if necessary. You even get the cover in the base model. That helps to keep it clean, which is very important. Your brake fluid is back here. Your battery's here. And there's the cover. We'll close that. You've got the air filter right here. Then there's a fuse box. The lights themselves are easy to change the bulbs. You can pull a bolt if necessary on this side. On this side, you can see that it's wide open. We may have seen it before, but I'll point out again, you've got a block heater cord, so a block heater is included with this car. You get all of this included with the remainder of the factory warranty, which is a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer comprehensive warranty. The engine itself is a 1.6 liter, plenty powerful for most people, excellent on fuel economy, 6-speed automatic, 6-speed manual, I apologize, and it has a steel timing chain for long life and low maintenance costs down the road. So what you get here with this Accent is an excellent car, and the Accent L is an excellent choice. Thank you for taking the time to view our 2014 Hyundai Accent L. If you have any questions or would like to book a road test, all you have to do is click or call. We are Calgary Hyundai, Dealer Rater's 2016 Dealer of the Year for Hyundai in Alberta, where you always get excellent customer service and a great deal.